Hello, welcome into Rock Painting 101. This afternoon I'm going to be making a cute, simple little leprechaun that you can create to hide around town for St. Patrick's Day. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our light skin tone on here so it has time to dry. And I think that this is almost too yellowy. So we're going to put this in here first, a bit of that. And then I'm going to come in with a bit of white because leprechauns tend to be very fair-skinned. So I'm going to go right over the top of that with my white. Kind of blend it right there on the rock. Give them a nice round face. That's more the peach color that I like. Doodle off the tip of your white until it's white. See? Ah, back to white again. Don't worry about that. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is add on his hat. How about that? So we're gonna go along here, give him a nice wide rimmed hat. Careful not to nudge up too much on that. You don't want to pull that color in. Nice big tall hat. Go ahead and fill it in. And we're just gonna give a little appearance of like the body that's gonna go down below, but most of this detail is gonna be the head. You don't have to go all the way up to the skin tone because we're gonna have a nice fun beard on him. So just go ahead and fill that in, like so. Next, we're gonna work on his beard. Now, I know they kind of have a red head, but they're not bright red. They're kind of in between orange and red. So I'm going to, actually I think I'm gonna go ahead and put down the red first and then go over it with the orange. So we're gonna give him a really fluffy kind of beard going all the way from the top of his hat. And I'm just gonna do little circular motions all the way around with our red. Like so, and we're gonna do little bushy eyebrows too. So just go ahead and put those in there. And come right back in with the orange. We're gonna go back and forth twice. A little hint of the orange. I want to get the red down to be the base color. Up and back. I kind of like that color as it is. Yeah, maybe a tad more red. Just kind of very light touch of the red in there. There we go. And when you're happy with your color that you've got, you can be done with that. Okay, I'm gonna add our little eyes. Oops, our face isn't quite dry yet. Ah, oh no. Hold on. Oh, I don't have any of my things here. Oh, shoot. Mistakes happen. It's gonna happen from time to time. I'm just gonna buff that off. We'll let that be. We'll come back to that. So now you gotta look at that ugly schmoosh in the middle of his face while I do the rest of this. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we're gonna line our hat, but first I wanna put on my little gold buckle here. So I'm just gonna make a little square. I like it to be off-centered a little bit. But my gold always seems to be a little bit on the wet side. So I want to go ahead and get that down so it has a second to dry. I'm going to give him little gold buttons on his shirt as well. Let's go ahead and get down our first coat of this peach right on there. We're going to have to go over those eyebrows again. I got to get the peach and the white on there. Again, make sure you doodle off your tip of your white, but it's okay to blend with paint. It's right on there. All right, we gotta let that dry really well this time. All right, now we're just gonna line the rest of this while we're waiting for that to dry. So I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna actually give this a little bit of a ellipse. So you can kind of see the top of the hat-ish. And come down. Careful with that gold, it's still a little wet. These little half circles to do your beard. Doesn't have to be a straight, solid line. It's just to kind of give it some texture. And we're gonna make sure to let this dry all the way, and then we'll put his face on and finish coloring in our buckles and things like that. So we're gonna give this a second to dry. Our little leprechaun has had enough time to dry on his face, so I'm going to go ahead and give him his little bushy eyebrows. By doing this, I'm just going to like 1, 2, 3, 4 little mini dots kind of on top of each other. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with my red. Just kind of 1, 2 little dots on top. Just like that. And then I'm going to do orange last, just like I did on the beard. Just want to pull in just that reddish tone to my orange. Now we're just going to make a very simple face, kind of like the kawaii face. So we're just going to do eyes and a smile, just like so. We'll let that black dry. We'll give him a nice little white highlight. Get my white out. Oh, while we're waiting for that black to dry, we will finish up our hat here. So I'm gonna give him a little black inside that buckle spot. Get that buckle and edge. And then we're also gonna outline our little buttons down here. Like so. And we gotta give those eyebrows a little definition, right? So just very carefully, ever so lightly, little bits of your side of your pen. Just to give those eyebrows some shape. I'll probably actually go in and add a little bit more color to those because I don't want the line quite that thick. Get our little white highlight here. Like so. I almost think just because he's so pale, he needs to have little pink cheeks. So little pink cheeks there. Like so. Let's fix those eyebrows real quick. Those ended up being a little bit too much of an outline for those. So I'm just going to go right back in and up and down dotting motion. Kind of fill them back in a little bit. So our outline will still be there, just not quite as prominent. So there he is. Super simple little leprechaun guy. Woo! That you can place around. He's really cute, and like I said, really easy. Anybody can recreate him and hide him around town, and really fun for St. Patrick's Day. I feel like he needs some arms here. Let's do this quick fix here. Little line here, and you've got the definition of some arms going down to his sides. That fixes that. So everybody have a wonderful day. Check back and subscribe to rockpainting101.com for more quick and easy rock painting tutorials. Bye-bye now.